Hey guys! I'm hiding out in my bathroom and it's like my sanctuary and my kids hopefully won't come in. They gotta go through two locked doors to get here. So that's why I came in here. Um, Anyways, I am super duper proud of you guys for many, many reasons. One, the average on that exam was a 71.5, and you should be super proud of yourselves. It's a pretty great average for a first exam. Usually I expect it to be about like 65 or so. So way to go. Next, it was the weirdest curve I've ever seen. Equal amounts of A's, B's, and C's, and then slightly less D's and slightly less F's. So it was like which is kind of cool. So you should be really proud of yourselves for those grades. Also, normally in any given time, I'd have about 6 hundreds. This time around, I had 10 hundreds. So that's really good. You almost doubled the amount of hundreds. And so I'm just overall really, really proud of you guys. I'm also incredibly grateful that you did not put the exam on Chegg. It didn't end up on Chegg. I checked a lot, and if it did and you're fooling me, then congratulations, you win. Anyways, so I'm just so proud of you guys for not throwing it on Chegg that I think we need to talk about, I don't know, some kind of reward or something. I feel like you should have double the extra credit. So what I was going to do is I was going to give you 2 points of extra credit for your final exam. Let's go ahead and double that, and let's make it 4 points of extra credit for your final exam. And that's a good chunk of your grade, actually. That can be like a 1% boost at the end of the semester. So I'll post an extra credit opportunity probably next week. And if you can just go ahead and do that, then you'll get 4 points extra credit. We'll call that a thank you for not posting it on Chegg, and let's just keep it up. As long as that happens, then you guys are free to continue to take the test how you can and not have it on Proctorio, and just don't put it up on Chegg. What I mean by that is if you guys want to use your notes and you want to use your book and you want to use your practice exam, from here on out, I didn't make it very clear because I wanted to talk to my boss first, but from here on out, you guys are welcome to do those things, okay? So use your practice exam, use anything that you want on the exam when you go to take the exam, and yeah, we'll do that. So next, but just don't post it on Chegg. Next, I know that there's a lot of you who are probably pretty disappointed. You were expecting an A and you got a B. Or you're expecting a C and you got a B. Or you C and you got a D, etc. And so I know that that's really frustrating because I've been there for years. I was actually there. I don't know why. Every time I took an exam, I just thought I did better than I actually did. And that's a huge part about college science. I believe it ends up a little more prevalent in college science classes. If you are one of those people, take it from somebody else who's one of those people, that the best thing that you can do is really be honest with yourself about what you understand. And this is not meant to be offensive in any way, shape, or form. This is just experience. I've seen it again and again and again in thousands of students that when they say that they understand everything, I'll have them sit down in front of me. And I'll give them a question and I'll say, cool, if you've been studying this such and such a thing, and they'll say, I've been studying this a lot. I'll put it in front of them and I'll say, hey, solve it. And they can't because they don't have the answer available to them, or they don't have it exactly memorized. So make sure that you really understand the concepts. To do that, I go over how to do it the first day of class. I did it in the last video, I think, or I've kind of thrown it out there a lot. But to do that, let me show you where to go. So when you're going through and you're looking at your book, and you're like, yeah, I understand this, or watching a lecture, whichever you prefer as your preferred method of learning. So you're watching a lecture, you're reading the book, and you're like, yeah, I totally get this. Pause the lecture or close the book, put it away, and pull out a piece of paper and write down what you just said you totally got. Write it down. Can you write the whole question down? Can you solve the whole answer? Chances are you cannot. In fact, even the most intelligent, wonderful, hardworking people cannot do that their first time. As soon as they tell themselves they got it, you actually don't. You've been lying to yourself. So test yourself over and over again. And then use your book until you figure out exactly how you did it, and then go back and then solve it again. Because until until you say, yeah, I've got it. And then you can prove it to yourself that you 100% got it. You can prove it to yourself so much that you can write your own question. Then you actually do got it, and then you can do it. But as I always tell my classes in person, after an exam where you do poorly, you really have two choices: get better or get bitter. And those are your only two choices. So I'd like you to kind of dig through and see which one you want to choose. Do you want to choose to be better? Or do you want to choose to be bitter? And I'm really pulling for the better. And that's the whole reason why I teach, is because I know how it is to go from being bitter to being better. And that's what I want out of you guys. And anyways, I'm just so proud of y'all. I really am. So have a wonderful week. Bye.